Hi everyone, welcome back to Serena's online tutorial class. Today we are going to learn about future tense. Let's have a look at the definition of the future tense. The future tense talks about things or actions that have not happened yet and will happen in the future. So you can see the graph that from the point of the middle, which represent the present. So from the point of the present to the right, we always use future tense because it talks about the future activity which will happen in the future only. The structure of the future tense is will and be going to plus the verb. First example, I will print out the report after I finish typing it tomorrow, equal to I am going to print out the report after I finish typing it. So the meaning of the first sentence and the second sentence is the same. And this is the same for the second example. Either you say, Daniel will wave to you when he sees you at the airport, or you can say, Daniel is going to wave to you when he sees you at the airport. Future time is often included in future tense sentences. So when you describe to someone about what you are going to do, or when people ask you what you are going to do or your plan in the future, the words below are the representation of the future time. For example, tomorrow, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, or tonight. And next Sunday, next week, next Monday, next month, next year, soon. And on the right column, please pay attention to the red word in that I have highlighted. When the future time is about minutes, hours, days, weeks, or months, you need to use in front of them. For example, in 10 minutes, in 1 hour, in 2 days, in 3 weeks, in January. Okay, let's talk about the sentence pattern. There are 4 different kinds of the sentence pattern for future tense. The first one is positive sentence. Second, negative sentence. Third, yes or no question. The fourth one, WH, like who, what, when, where, how, why. Question. First is positive sentence. The rule of it is subject plus will plus verb. For example, I will go to school tomorrow. Tessa will film the video next month. So I is the subject and plus will, and the verb here is go. I will go to school tomorrow. Tessa in the second example is the subject. Will film the video. So here the film is the verb. So it follows the rule of positive sentence in future tense. Tessa will film the video next month. The second example is the negative sentence. The rule is subject plus will not or won't plus verb. First, Dad will not pick us up tonight. Dad is the subject, will not, and pick is the verb. John will not go to yoga class next Friday. John is the subject and will not and go to yoga class. Go is the verb. The yes or no question, which is will plus subject plus verb and a question mark. Will you be at home tomorrow afternoon? Will James become fatter after his vacation? Will and you is the subject. Be verb. James is the subject. Become is the verb. The last sentence pattern is WH questions. There are two rules. First, who, what, when, where, how, they, plus will, plus subject, and plus verb, question mark. Who will go out with? Who will you go out with? Or what will you do tomorrow afternoon? Will, you use the who and plus the will. You is the subject, go is the verb. What will you do tomorrow afternoon? So you is the subject and do is the verb. Rule number 2. Who plus will plus verb, question mark. Who will go with you? Who will celebrate Anna's birthday tomorrow? Who will and go. Will celebrate is the verb. Okay, now we can also use be going to instead of will to talk about future tense, because be going to is more certain than will. Let's see the examples. Will you study tonight? No, I will not study tonight. Or you can use, are you going to study tonight? No, I'm not going to study tonight. So the difference between these two is that are you going to study tonight is a more certain question, and you answer no, I'm not going to study tonight, which is more certain than no, I will not study tonight. And the next example, what will you do tonight? I will play video games tonight. Or what are you going to do tonight? I am going to play video games tonight. So you can see that the be going to form is more certain, and it shows that the speaker is more determined and be sure that he's going to do that action. Next is the contraction with the future tense. It is quite useful, but however, sometimes in the essay writing, I do not recommend you to write at this contraction form unless it is diary or a letter. Okay, I will equal to I will. We will, we will. You will, you will. They will, they will. He will, he will. She will, she will. He will, it will, equal to it will. The pronunciation is the same, but the followings are different. Pay attention, please. I will not equal to I won't. We will not equal to we won't. You will not equal to you won't. They will not equal to they won't. He will not equal to he won't. She will not, she won't. It will not, it won't. So you can see that the pronunciations are different for the first two columns and the last two columns. Okay, now let's do the exercises. Part 1. Rewrite the sentences with will or won't. First, I will go out with Annie tomorrow. So how do you change it? It becomes I will go out with Annie tomorrow. And second one, we will go to the zoo this weekend. It becomes We will go to the zoo this weekend. Third, I will not finish the project in March. I won't finish the project in March. She will not sing at the party tomorrow. She won't sing at the party tomorrow. Therefore, regardless of the contraction with the future tense, the meaning is still the same. So it is up to you that whether you want to use the formal one or the contraction one. The original form is usually in the written language, such as our essay, and the contraction form is usually used in our speaking and also in some informal writing, such as diaries or letters. I mean informal letters, such as the letters that you write to your friends or your pen friends, like that. The next exercise, fill in the blanks with will go or went. Will go is the future tense, went is the past tense. So now let's look the first example. I bracket to school in 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, which talks about the future, although that it is happening very soon, but it is still beyond the present that I just mentioned in the beginning of my class, that from the point beyond the present point, it is always the future because it talks about the future activity. So we use will go. And second one, William something to the park yesterday. So you see, yesterday talks about the past, so we use went. So the answer is William went to the park yesterday. Next, Sharon something to New Zealand next week. So New Zealand is the place that Sharon is going, and the next week is the future event. So it has not happened yet. So we use will go. The little puppy home an hour ago. An hour ago. Ago is the past. So the answer is when. Next, they to China soon. Soon is about the future event. They will go to China soon. The last one, Mom and I to the supermarket last night. So last night, which is same as the yesterday, which is the past tense. Mom and I went to the supermarket last night. So it is very easy, right? Because you can see whether the sentence use the future time or the past time. Therefore, it is easy for you to determine whether it talks about future tense or past tense. Okay, for next exercise, I want you to do it by yourself because I'm not going to fill out the answers for you. Complete the WH questions with will. I already done the first one for you. What will you do this afternoon? Question mark. So you can use when, where, how, who to ask someone, your friend, that what they are going to do either tomorrow or next week, next month, or even when they graduate university. So I'll give you some time to think about it. So maybe next time you see your friends, you can ask them. Now this is the last exercise. Keep up, don't lose me. Choose the correct word. First, Jeffrey and John will to the movies tomorrow night. So the answer is Jeffrey and John will go to the movies tomorrow night. The next one, I hope that you can do it by yourself and I'll tell you the answer. Teresa will a holiday on Saturday. So the answer is have. Clearly, you know this. Mr. Chu will either not be or be not there for the meeting. Mr. Chu will not be there for the meeting. Fourth, if you don't study hard, you fail. So the answer is you will fail, because as I mentioned in the sentence pattern, that this is the positive sentence. You is the subject, will, and fail. Fail is the verb, so we don't need the be. Next, I'm sure Kevin succeed. Kevin will succeed. It is the same as the above one. That will, the subject plus will plus verb. The verb is succeed. Teresa able to get it. Sorry, this one, Teresa will be able to get it, because will, the subject Teresa plus will plus the be. Be is the verb. Seventh, there won't be enough time. So there won't be enough time. This is the same as the example 6. Ray won't be able to win the contest. So the answer is Ray won't be able to win the contest. Subject Ray plus will not, which is won't, pronounced as won't, and be is the verb, able to win the contest. Okay, that's the end of the class today for the future tense. I hope that you have gained a lot more knowledge about the future tense. And if you like my video, please subscribe it. Thank you. See you next time.